If you're going to start today from like, no contacts, no followers, what would you do first?
I would probably be great at what I do. I would stick, if I'm a content creator, I would stick to my niche. So I wouldn't go into like food, travel, fashion. I would stick to one thing and make sure I'm fantastic at that one thing before I start bothering about like the followers or my algorithm, stuff like that. Also, content is very important in this day and age. You need to be able to shoot content in a great way. Also, there's one thing that a lot of content creators don't realize. People are more interested in the content that hasn't been edited and that is not, you're not reading off of a script. Content that is not just a paid post. A lot of content that actually does well for content creators is about their personal life, BTS, and I get it. Some content creators want to keep their personal life separate, which is fine. But your BTS, get ready with me, just I don't know, in the car driving to M&S or Tesco, just be your authentic self because that's what people want to see. Followers are not. They're clued up now. Now you have to do your hashtag ad and hashtag gift and that kind of stuff. They know that you're getting paid, so they want to see. Yeah, they're okay with seeing the paid side, but they also want to see the non-paid side, which is just you just going through your day-to-day life, really. So just be real, just be authentic, just be yourself.
Because we're talking about like content creators and what advice you would give them, is there anything you can say about like, maybe one of the biggest deals you're involved in, or even if it's a campaign that you heard of, it's like this person got X amount just to sit at a fashion show or to be the face of a brand, or someone's launched their own brand. If there's anything you can say about that, I'm quite interested.
Well, back in the day, or probably like before COVID, it was all about your numbers, but now it's not really about your numbers anymore. Um, Now, when you work with brands on social media, brands actually sometimes or mostly now ask for your stats from your last paid post or your last, I don't know, get ready with me or whatever. So they look at those numbers first. So it doesn't matter what kind of fee I'm coming in with. If your stats were low based on your last job with the brand, then you're not really going to do that great. There's just this, your stats are there for a reason. In terms of like numbers, it can vary really. It depends. Like social media, it can vary from like 2 grand, but it can go up to like 40, 50,000
A post.
a post, yeah.
Wow.
But then that could be like a carousel, 3 Insta stories, swipe up link, all of that adds more. And then nowadays, you could also add your extra bit of deliverables where you would just repost that content on TikTok. The followers don't really matter anymore, but yeah, you probably need, for 40 grand, you probably need about 1 point something mil, 2 mil. So anything under a mil, you're money wise, you're probably looking at a max of like maybe like 25 grand or 30 grand or so. Probably like 25 to be fair. Sticking to briefs really. Stick to the brief because if you don't, you're going to have to shoot the content again. That's more time, that's more back and forth. You might miss your deadline, which means you're not going to post at the right time if it's a multi project and the client's working with 2 or 3 or 4 influencers. 3 people are posted on the right date, you haven't, it just gets messy. Stick to briefs and yeah, just be great at timekeeping. Just give yourself time to edit your content. As agents, you get, oh, I've lost my laptop. Oh, my photographer lost his SIM card. Oh, when he was shooting, the camera blew up. Like I've heard it. Oh, Sharmaine, I left my laptop at the airport. Yeah, you're just It's not. It's really affecting your career, not mine.
And then how important would you say like personal brand is? So whether it's for like talent that you worked with or anyone in general, like what would you say about personal branding, its importance?
Personal branding is very important. It's personal branding, so it's your brand. You've got to take pride in that. If you're a content creator, you are the brand. Whatever you're creating, is what is making your numbers go up, is what's making you, you know, famous. It's the reason why brands are interested in working with you. So just be great at what you do. Let's just say you're working within a certain industry, maybe you're a content creator, you're concentrating on a certain product or a certain part of the industry, and your money is just it just remains the same. As I said at the beginning, I jumped in and out of different parts of my career. So I think sometimes you need to realize what's working for you and what isn't. It could be a passion, but if it's not working, you need to try other avenues.
Okay.
The whole passion thing is great, but your passion can't just be a passion. It has to generate some form of great income. It became difficult for talent agencies after COVID, where a lot of people were placed on furlough or they were made redundant. They just sat up and were like, I can do this. You know, to be an agent, what do you need? You just need a laptop and good Wi-Fi and a mobile phone. That's it. So a lot of people didn't go back into 9 to 5, and a lot of talent and influencers weren't what's the word? They weren't impressed with like the big agencies anymore. They were more interested in the smaller niche agencies or the one person that was repping like 5 or 6 talent, because you get more attention. So that's been a big thing. In terms of like AI, yeah, it is quite scary within the modern industry, especially. I mean, there's already kind of one-way shows that are happening without models. There are campaigns that are being shot without models, without talent. It's quite scary when you think that we're still humans on this earth, but we're already being replaced. And the sad thing is that the fashion industry and a bit of the music industry are the first industries that are being targeted, because it's the easiest type of industries to work in within that kind of AI side of things.
Yeah. And would you ever sign a virtual influencer?
No, because I just, like, what are you signing? You're not signing personality, you're not signing based on they've worked so hard, they've come from, I don't know, 200 followers to like 2 million. You know, no, you're signing someone that has been created via a software system. I don't really feel like it's fair where you have people that their how many years of their life has gone into being great at, you know, at what they do, their field, you know, concentrating on certain parts of the industry, working their way up, having to work like really menial jobs or having to book social media jobs for like £200, for them to just turn around now 10, 11, 15 years into their career and just see something that's been created on a laptop.
Yeah, right.
As an agent or whatever, you don't like to talk about what you do, because another agent can always jump on that wagon and put their talent in front of yours. Also with own label, you don't like to talk about it because that's the element of the surprise when the talent comes out and everyone's like, whoa. And obviously it's an own label. Yeah, it's a surprise because it's an own label, which means it's a brand that's been created for a talent. So yeah, that a lot of work goes into that.